Alright, welcome to my second poorly edited video of me attempting to play this game. Basically today I'm going to run through me doing qualifying and racing. Of basically this bit here is me doing the free practice. After tweaking the bike for a little bit, I've tried to do as best I can, and I still struggle to stay on the black tarmac, and even here on the straight, it's taken me a few attempts on how to try and figure out where to brake from. I've done it over and over and over again, trying to figure out where to brake from, and finally, after a few attempts, I was able to nail it, and I was able to finally get to a point where I can brake and then slowly get around, which I was quite impressed with. But yeah, enjoy it. This is where I knew that I needed to change something. I knew something was up. I knew one of the settings was wrong. I tried going through a lot of the settings in every single menu option available, trying to find what I've got wrong, and could not for the life of me figure it out. So I thought, you know what, let's just crack on. Let's just get the quali done, let's get the race done, and I'll probably just sit through the tutorials later. But I just knew it was going to be a bit of a hassle until I figured it out. I went with the soft tyres and quali, as you do, because you know that that's the best sort of way to get sort of timing right. So this is the first time I actually put softs on to race with. So I was getting 150s out of a medium tyre, or 151s. So I thought soft tyres might actually do me a world of good. So this was the first lap I started, and as I went down the straight, it was a bit of a good one actually. Daniele Petrucci was coming out of the pit, and I thought, look, if I can keep up with him and keep pace with him, follow his lines as best I can, maybe I can pull a good one. And I was so focused on keeping up with him that I wasn't really looking at my quali time, and I was actually hitting reds in every sector, which was new to me, but I was keeping up with him, which was the best thing. I really was surprised by how well I kept up with him. But yeah, at this point I knew, right, I've got the pace to do it. It was time to say goodbye to Daniele Petrucci, see you mate, and head back to the pits. And at this point I just knew a few minor tweaks and I'll have this down pat. This would be my race. I can win it. If I can get that sort of timing, I can do it. And then I found it. I found the issue. There it is. Right there. Dual braking. So whenever I was braking, I was applying front and back brakes, and even Miller knew it there. He knew it. So with that saying, I went back out testing this theory, and the bike was braking a lot better. I found myself able to brake a little bit later and the bike wasn't sliding into corners, and it was just a matter of getting used to that again, because I was so I've been riding the other way, the incorrect way, this whole time, which was surprising how I lasted that long. But it was finally a relief to be able to race properly and actually have proper braking strategies in place. Everything felt good. That saying, I topped the qualifying one, that's it. So I just knew it was on to qualifying 2, where that's where I really had to put in the hard yards. But I think I was quite confident. I was confident going into this. I knew that all I had to do was just sort of stick to what I knew. Don't focus on anything else. I was quite nervous, don't know why, because I thought that I set the difficulty on high. But it turns out I didn't. I actually genuinely had good pace from the beginning. It just took me ages to figure out how to get it out of the bike. which I think I did a good job. I think I actually managed to do it. Not as fast as some of the guys online. I've seen some of the times set by the guys online. They're looking at 143s, and I'm sitting here patting myself on the back after a 150. You know, so I'll get there. But it was a good thing for me to do. I was thoroughly impressed. I think this was my best time overall. I was top of the Q2, so I was beating a lot of the top guys, which I was surprised with. I thought I'd get at least 4th or 5th, but I did alright.
And final qualifying session, and we can finally see the grid positions that await us in tomorrow's Grand Prix.
Alright, it's race time. So I'm going to stick to the mediums, front and rear, because I know that my tyre performance is below average at the minute. So I thought I'd stick to that. You know, I was a little bit nervous for this because I knew that I can do one-off laps very quickly, but not very well over a few laps. So there was a bit of nerves coming into this. Let's get this going. Crash.
What power!
Now that's either the Ducati power there, or I've got the difficulty on too easy, which I genuinely think the AI is on too easy. Hopefully, that might be why they fall over heaps. Let's see. Triple crash. Crashing spree. Crashing riot? Really? Another crash, I guess. Another one. Crash. This is taking the piss. There is a lot of crashes going on in the background. It sort of makes it harder to enjoy it a little more, but makes it interesting if you're trying to bloody edit this video, I'll tell you that. Restart the music, please. Set up for a good race here. Got Mir in front. I've got Marquez behind. Everything was running smooth. The race was good, friendly competition, and then this, the heartbreak of the century. The ragdoll effect is insane. It's just getting overboard. Crash. It's insane. Look at it. This is on the third lap. The third lap. Oh, it was my turn to go off track here, and Marquez overtook. I thought, this is it. This is it. I've got Marquez on my tail, or was, and he's been on my ass the entire race. And I thought, he's 2.2 seconds ahead. I've got heaps of time to try and catch him. I was super excited. Could not wait for the challenge. And basically, this is taking the absolute piss. You're trying to have an interesting race, and the game sort of eliminates itself from the competition. Like, there's no way he's getting up from that. No way. Absolutely not. At this point, I thought, well, do I restart? Do I continue? Do I up the difficulty? What do I do? I couldn't be bothered, so I continued on and thought I'll just enjoy my first victory. Seriously, these bikes must be dust by now. Like, this was real life. The amount of money they would spend on trying to fix these things. My God, you may as well just have dirt bikes on the track at this point. But yeah. Like, what's the point? Like, the race is done now. You're 4 laps in, you've crashed 8 times. It's time to go back to the pits, call your family, go out to dinner, leave it. God. Alright, just to save you 12 laps of headache, I've skipped to the end. This is the final lap. I've tried to beat Marc Marquez's fastest lap this whole time and absolutely struggled through it. But yeah, like, the game's enjoyable to play, will admit. However, the amount of crashes and things does ruin the experience. I do hope that changes on a much harder difficulty. Just having a look at this list now, I'm surprised anyone actually finished. Like, the amount of people that fell off, like, honestly, just, jeez.
To impose a frantic pace on today's race, and now he and his mechanics are rightly going to party.
Well, thanks for coming, and hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. It was very interesting experience. That's for certain. It's a lot of headway has been made in the development of these games. However, the amount of crashes just changes the experience overall. It doesn't really feel like racing. It kind of just feels like more like Mario Kart, to be fair. But I'm hoping with the AI difficulty upped, that does change, and I'll be looking forward to doing a career run. I'll look forward to doing those videos shortly. Till then, see you later.